Hello and welcome back to Etheric Tide. This is Lauren and we're doing the monthly Tarotscope for June 2020 and Cancer. So this is represented by the Chariot in the Tarot. Let's see what we got for you. Right, June 2020, Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising. What do we got for you? Oh, got a jumper. Okay. What's really interesting is this this came up for Gemini as well. So, however, it came in the upright and in the same position. So, in their case, they were embracing this idea of letting past relationships go. With this one, it feels like we're struggling with letting past relationships go. So these might be for people who have a karmic soulmate that probably brought out the shadow parts of ourselves, brought through a lot of healing. It may have even felt toxic for some people, but for whatever reason it ended, but we're not moving on from it. We're still vibrationally connected to it, or we're just finding it very difficult to let it go. Now, there could be lots of reasons why this is still happening. It's because whatever that person activated within you that needed the healing hasn't quite gone through that process of purging is the word that I'm looking for here. And you're still going through like that painful cycle that you may have gone through with people in the past. Once again, it's come up for you to look at, and let's have a look here. Yeah. So you're having like this inner battle with yourself where, you know how we get in relationship with somebody and it turns into this battle where you feel like you really care about them, all of your stuff comes up, and all of their stuff comes up, and then everyone becomes defensive, and you so desperately want them to be a certain way, act a certain way, communicate better, and it's not working. And then they probably had something from their previous partner where they were forcing them to do things that they didn't want to do, and then they felt manipulated. And it's not because you are actually manipulating them. And it's not because you feel like you're a person that manipulates. You probably have been manipulated yourself, and in your mind you're like, I would never do that. I would never do that to another person. That's the thing with these karmic partners, hey? We bring out the vibration in each other that that probably shouldn't be there anymore, that isn't useful to have a healthy connection with someone. So in some ways it's really great when we meet these people, because they stir up the sediments in the bottom for us to look at, that we didn't even know was there, and allow us to finally shift it. And I think that what has been happening is you've been finding it difficult to walk away from this connection. And I think that there's probably been, I'm sure in your head you're like, I'm over them, I'm done with them, but I'm still looking at their social media. I'm still checking in on them in one way or another, just seeing what is it that they're doing, what are their motivations. It's very much focused on what they're doing rather than what you're doing. And I would say, Cancer, that when it comes to manifesting the person that we're meant to be with, the best thing is to drop all expectations of that other person fulfilling what we want, or filling a void, fulfilling our happiness. And by deciding that we are going to fulfill that happiness first means that we create a vibration for somebody else to step in. And if we're holding on to another person, we don't have any room for another person to step in. There's no energetic room for them to be in your life. So if you accept that it ended for a reason, it ended at the right time, it ended because you had something within you that needed to be looked at and transformed in order to ascend to like a higher level of your evolution as a person, in order to invite the right person into your life. And you know, sometimes the right person could end up being the person that you were with originally. It can be. I'm not ruling that out. I'm just saying that the more you focus directly on that person and what they're doing and how it's emotionally affecting you, that if they are not with you, it creates unhappiness and instability. And even if they're with you, it creates unhappiness and instability as well. So it's because you're drawing your sense of fulfillment and happiness from them. So I know it's a bit of a pill to swallow, isn't it? It's hard to take our focus off the other person and decide that, oh, this is completely within my control. This is happening completely because of how I feel about this person and how I'm attached to them. And just like forgive yourself, because we all do it. And one more, yeah. Queen of Cups is all about like fulfilling her own happiness. She has got her stuff sorted emotionally. She doesn't really need anyone else because she's got it all here. It's got it all here, right there. She doesn't need anybody else's cup. She can just like lean down and fill it up herself. So what I would say to you is go and fill your own cup up. Stop focusing on them. Stop asking the universe to bring them back into your life because they're not energetically ready. Because you're not energetically ready for it. Do the healing. Do the work. Find that personal happiness all by yourself. And I promise you that when the person walks back into your life, whether it be them or another person, because energetically whoever's right will come in at the right time and it will feel right, and you won't even care. You won't even care about that previous relationship. So that's it for you for June, Cancer. If you would like a personal reading, all my details are down below in the description. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear what you guys say or what feedback you have. Hope you have a lovely day. Bye.